earliest influences, or at least the first time I remember hearing proper electric guitar, was Elvis's guitar player, Scotty Moore. He got the most incredible sound, probably the best sound of any rock and roll player at the time. You know, his whole style was very unusual. The things he played were definitely left field, and because of him, I wanted to play guitar. Basically, that was it. Well, the main big influence early on in the '60s was B.B.King. I came across an early version through a friend of mine who used to get records imported from the US, and it was 3 O'Clock Blues, and it was on the Kent label. And I just remember hearing the guitar and thinking, how the hell is he doing that? You know, the bends and vibratos. It was just so emotional, and it really got inside my head, and you know, that set me off on a different path altogether. And the next great player that blew my head off was B.B.King. Crosscut Soul was the first song I heard by him. Amazing playing. And then after that, Hendrix was a very big influence. Things like Machine Gun, and particularly Machine Gun. I think it was that sort of very atmospheric. I tend to really respond to live music as well all through that period. You know, my other favourite album at the time was James Brown Live at the Apollo. In fact, I think it probably still is my favourite album of all time. I think the combination of what Hendrix was doing on Band of Gypsies, particularly Machine Gun, it was a combination of wildness and soulfulness, I think, and the atmosphere. Of course, it was so incredibly inventive because, you know, he was actually making the guitar sound like a machine gun. You know, I mean, that's typical of him. He just was a genius, you know. And I think that song was a big influence. And I think from those influences, they all went into what I started to create myself in the '70s, you know.